Okay, I'm going to show you one of the coolest and most unusual lenses out there. And in this one video, I have it all apart to clean it. Yes, this lens only has 3 elements. And here we go. It is a Petzval. It's a Lomography. It's made by Zenit in Russia. Or as they would say, "Сделано в России," which is Russian for "made in Russia." Союз нересимый, великая Русь. I wonder if you know, you say 2 words for me. I'm going to start showing some test shots and whatnot here, and I'll make a couple more videos about this wonderful lens. You have to say 2 words for me. SWIRLY BOKEH. Okay, repeat after me. SWIRLY BOKEH. SWIRLY BOKEH. Very interesting effect. Let me show you the lens in pieces. I'm kind of doing a reverse review on this because right now I have it apart for cleaning. Not that it was really that dirty. There's the wonderful lens cap, and here's the wonderful lens hood. You're probably wondering if this lens and its pieces are brass plated. No, they're actually solid brass, except for the rear mount ring. Now this is an Icon F mount. Okay, so let's show you this lens. This is definitely the only video you're going to see with the lens completely apart. Now here's the focusing mechanism. Okay. You can actually look down through there. You can actually see the gear rotate. Okay. There's an Icon F mount. Okay. We're going to show you the other mechanism. No lenses here. Now we have drop-in apertures. That's correct. Comes with the 7 drop-in apertures. All metal, all brass. There's only one part that's not brass, and that is this screw rail, which is part of the focusing mechanism. Let's show you the front element. Right now I'm actually cleaning this lens, so you actually see a smear on it, but I have not done cleaning it, so that's not the lens. That is just me not done cleaning it yet. One element. This is the primary. Let me turn that upside down. A little plate over here. Here's the secondary, double concave. Yes, you want to talk about a lens? Talk about a lens that's easy to service. Not that it would ever need servicing, because it's so simple. And as I've always said, simplicity is divinity. That's right, and nothing is more simple than this. Is a 3-element lens, folks. Let's take a look at our rear element. Yes, that's right. You see a fingerprint. Well, I'm not done cleaning it yet. I know I got a fingerprint on it. 3 rings. Ta-da! Only one of which is a screw mount. The rest of these are spacers. So, that is the Lomography Petzval, made by Zenit. Сделано в России. Comes with this very neat manual showing some of the fascinating effects, the long and interesting history of Petzval, and this particular type of lens. This is a true art lens. It obviously definitely produces effects like no other lens. You can actually get this from Camera Quest. Here you can actually see the swirly bokeh instead of regular impressionistic and specular bokeh. You can actually see we actually have a point of concentration where we have swirly bokeh around the subject. This is a very unusual and very interesting lens. And solid brass, no less. Solid brass. Only one non-metal part. Well, unless you count the 3 glass elements. 3 elements! Oh, that seems a bit impossible. Why, yes. Let me show you this. Let me move the lenses out of the way. Very careful with lenses. I am not one that has scratched a lens element in a very long time, and I'm not about to start while making this video. So, show you here. Here we go. Aperture 1, aperture 2, aperture 3, aperture 4, aperture 5, 6, and 7. So, you'll see a couple more videos on this lens starting tomorrow, as well as some test shots and whatnot. But when the unit is all assembled, if we can imagine this in its proper place, here is the slot for the drop-in aperture. Simplistic, yes? No? Nothing here. 3 glass elements total. All brass, not brass plated, actual solid brass. Simplicity is divinity. There's actually a missing plate off here, which I have right over here. You can see it right here. Made by Zenit. Maybe some people that know about Russian manufacturer, and Zenit, of course, makes binoculars, and they make some paramilitary stuff, paramilitary optical stuff as well. This is basically a sophisticated yet simplex art lens. Obviously focusing it is something most people are not used to, but certainly easy enough to get used to. And you're asking, well, can you use this off a tripod and handheld? Yeah, I've seen more than a few late night concert photographs taken with this lens. Okay, awesome little piece. 3 glass elements total. We're going to be taking a look at some shots on it here in the next day. Lomography. Now this is an f2.2. It's a 85 millimeter. Fascinating. Field of view 28 degrees. The front filter thread is 58 millimeters. Not that you would want to stick a filter on the front of this, a particular type of lens, obviously. Now their Waterhouse aperture stops from f2.2 up to f16, and it is all brass in this particular aperture. Yep, f8. Take a look at the. You don't have to wait for test shots from me. And take a look at the Flickr page for the Lomography. The Zenit, the Petzval art lens, f2.2, 85 millimeter, and you can see some examples of, gotta say it again, 2 words, SWIRLY BOKEH. But I thought I would work in reverse order, since I'm always kind of a bass-backwards person. I always work my way back to front instead of front to back, and I thought I would give you an inside look, bit by bit, of the lens completely taking apart. So this is one lens you're never going to complain about, well, the lens is dirty. Well, you take it apart. How easy is it to take apart? Why, extremely easy. Lens element 1, rear element, and, oh, not right there, excuse me, front element, which is dirty right now. Actually, it's not dirty, it just needs to have the air coating cleaned up from where I used isopropyl on it to clean off a smudge that was on it there. Very simple, simplistic. 3 rings, 3 spacer rings. Hey, I mean, it doesn't get any more simple than that, folks. It's like, what else can you say? You drop in your secondary element, you drop in your spacer ring, you put on your rear element cap, which is screwed, and you put the unit back together. Takes about 3 minutes to totally take apart, and about 5 minutes to totally put back together. How often would you need to take it apart? Realistically, never. But I thought I'd do a cleaning on it and show you all this very peculiar lens. And it is a fascinating, wonderful, odd, interesting lens with its own unique characteristics. SWIRLY BOKEH. Well, in addition to SWIRLY BOKEH, I mean, that's not a gimmick. I mean, it gives you very, very interesting effects. I mean, the photographs, the test shots will speak for themselves. So go take a look, and we'll start reviewing it further tomorrow when I've put it back together here in a second or two. Remove my fingerprints off the secondary and primary elements. So this is one lens, the one and only lens that I know of that you'll never complain about dust between the lens elements, because if there is any, removing it is really, really easy. Thanks for watching. Remember, this lens is over on, no, they're not sponsoring me. No, they're not giving me anything, okay? So don't ever accuse me of that. I will never be found guilty of that. This lens can be found over on cameraquest.com, so if you're interested, to go over there and check it out, and I'll catch you tomorrow on this lens for further discussion. Okay?